Friday, October 16th, 1925. Holt has again mistaken emotional support for an ambush. This evening, after sorting soil notes in the lower workroom, I returned to our house and found what appeared to be a drowned mammal seated at my desk. It had a canvas coat for a body, rope for arms, a sack for a head, and kelp for hair. Someone had given it my spare collar and, with unnecessary cruelty, my old spectacles. Pinned to its chest was a note in Holt's hand. New coastal specimen, answers to Ward if gloomy. I stood there for some time, then the thing moved. I regret to record that I made a sound. Not a scream, certainly not a scream. Merely a brief protest from a man confronted by a sea-dead version of himself. Holt emerged from behind the wardrobe, laughing hard enough to strike his shoulder on the doorframe. Fenn stood in the hall with the lamp, silent as usual, though his mouth betrayed him. Eleanor was by the stairs, wisely choosing not to rescue anyone. I informed Holt that he possessed the mind of a lumberer whose skull had been filled with sawdust and seaweed. He said that was rich material for a research fellow. That was not a poor answer. Holt has become increasingly useless on dry land. His interests now belong to the coast, tides, erosion, harbor structures, and things that cling to rocks and refuse to die. It has made him no wiser, but possibly more dangerous with rope. Eleanor later admitted she had known something was planned. She said she judged it unlikely to kill me. This is apparently the standard by which I am regarded. I ought to be annoyed. I am annoyed, but I know what Holt was doing. Every October, my temper shortens. My sleep worsens. October brings Uncle Clarence back into my life, whether I permit it or not. He died 9 years ago tomorrow, and still he arranges the furniture of my life. He is in the ledgers. He is in the house across the road, where Father keeps watch over a burden I refused. I pass it each day on my way to Hartwell Manor. The windows are clean. The grounds are kept. Father grows thinner each season. I do not know how long I have him. Guilt for leaving him there. Anger for being given the burden at all. Anger at Clarence, who governs the living from the ground. Holt knows none of this in full. He knows only that each October I become more silent than usual, and that my silence is not Fenn's silence. Fenn's silence is chosen. Mine is weather. So Holt makes a monster. It was stupid. It was also kind. I will not tell him so. He would become sentimental, which is worse than unbearable. Still, after Eleanor helped remove the kelp from my chair, the room felt less heavy. The dead remain, but tonight they were obliged to share the house with laughter.